Hey everybody out there on the internets, welcome again to another thrilling, epic, insert superlative here edition of Philly Film Riffs. Today, I'm giving you your present. One that I know will spread so much cheer and give you so much mirth and merriment, you'll be like, thank you, Sam. Everything we've ever wanted in life in a wonderful little video package. Thank you oh so much. No, you'll never be thinking that unless you're clearly high on the smack or whatever it is that you kids do nowadays. This is the crowning jewel of shit animation. It is called Snow White and the Seven Clever Boys. I really have no words for it. It is just a thing that exists. And really exists on the PlayStation 2. That's right. This is off of a video game disc. That's going to explain why there are some things on the screen that don't quite make sense, why the screen is compressed, and some other things that'll really mess with your head. So sit back, relax, or rip out your eyeballs, set them on fire, and bury them, because after this, you'll wish you didn't see what you've just witnessed. But enough of the pleasantries. Roll it! The animation was so good, they've exiled them to an island where they'll never mess with people again. I guess I don't have much of a choice now, do I?
Not quite so long ago.
And not so far a galaxy away.
Near the seventh town across the
Oh yeah, that's
river,
part of the menu,
there is
so
a
it's
beautiful
hilarious.
forest, where high above the baby birds chirped
And
happily,
tortured their
safe in
food
their
and
nests,
killed it.
While on the forest floor
Because they had to
below,
learn murder
the animals
early.
ran happy and free. It was wonderful.
Bullwinkle,
Because the
why are your
forest
tits on
was
your
kept
neck?
perfectly in order by 7 clever and thoughtful young boys.
Because
Every day the
that's
7
the way
boys
we
would
versed
clean
it.
the forest
Why
and
we
make it
wouldn't
fresh.
call them the Seven
And here they are.
Dwarves is
First, there was
beyond
Harry,
me,
who was
but
like
fine.
Small Bear, and then there was Big Basil, who was huge. Well, for
They
a
like to
boy,
call
he
him Big
was
Papa.
huge. And then Sonny, who took care of the plants and the animals.
And was our token racist
And
character,
Jacob, who was
because
in charge of keeping order in the
reasons.
forest. Then Michael, who cared for the flowers, and then the professor, who was the most intelligent, and then the 7th boy, Joseph Jr.
who had clearly no
So the
job.
7 boys
He
spent
was
every
just
day
Junior.
cheerfully working, protecting
He was just
the
a
forest
lazy
greenery.
bum.
They were such good boys because they really cared about the environment.
They're Al Gore approved.
But then one evening they came back to their cabin and
That's
were
our cabin.
surprised to find the door open. Yes, wide open.
Yes, we can
How could
point
it
it out
be?
again,
Who could
because
it be?
reasons.
Oh, there's a funny face on the chimney. Look.
What the
The
flying
smoke.
fuck am I looking
What is
at?
going on?
Wait. What? I didn't edit that. Where did that come from? And what is she doing? Those are the best opening lyrics to a song I've ever heard. This is truly the greatest PlayStation game I've ever seen. You're beautiful!
She is so jealous of me. So very jealous.
Let me guess, she's actually really jealous of you. For reasons.
Show the miracle of beauty in the land.
Wow, this is like glamour shots for cartoons.
Her heart so hard, it won't let me pass.
Animation by MS Paint. Oh, so now the clever boys are now all T-1000s. And they just willingly accept this lady to be in their house. Because Joseph Jr. is totally cool with this. And the gates of hell have opened. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm glad to see that accidentally an Austin Powers extra has wandered onto the damn screen. How jealous could she be? You've said it like 8 times. And how do you sing through gritted teeth? And now a disco party has happened. And racism, because reasons. And just to reinstate the fact, racism. I will say this. She looks kind of banging in those hip huggers. Those are some tight pants. But reasons unknown, I guess. Anything?
So,
I was going to say a
Snow White
transition
came
would
to
be
stay
nice.
with the 7 boys. Of course she did. And the boys promised they would look after her and keep her safe from the evil queen.
Because we wouldn't give them
Such
dialogue.
noble, brave and clever boys.
Oh my
Next
God, he's
morning,
the greatest
all 7
rollerblader of all
went to
time.
the forest and worked as hard as usual because they were happy.
And
that
this
they
one
had
is clearly
lovely
Jesus
Snow White
Jr.
to look after, as
Because
well as
I
the
wish I could
forest
do
to care
that.
for. They worked and worked and worked and worked. Their work
Running
hardly
around is
seemed
work?
like work at all. It was more fun than work.
Because they're not actually
They were
doing
such
work.
Good boys, weren't they? But then something terrible happened.
Shadows were on the wall.
The wicked
It was
queen
the worst
disguised
shadow play
herself
you've
as
ever
an
seen.
Ugly old hag and gave Snow White a poisoned apple.
Oh
The poor
my
girl took
God.
one bite
I
and fell down
am
unconscious, fast
stunned.
asleep, possibly forever.
Oh no, not forever. That's like
And when the
longer
7
than a
boys
week.
came home that night and found her unconscious, they were overcome with grief. So sad.
Because they didn't know what to do with a
They
girl who was
didn't know what to do,
unconscious.
so they were crying. It was just awful. No more Snow White to meet them and smile her lovely smile at them. Or
But that
sing
only
her
happened
lovely
like
songs.
2 minutes
Never,
ago.
ever,
Like
ever
what
again.
more
The
could she
7
do?
boys cried
It happened like
all
one
night
time,
long, their
and
young
so now they're
hearts
like in a
almost
total
bursting
depression.
with sorrow. Was there no way to break the spell the wicked queen had cast on Snow White?
Well, if you kill her, then it's broken because she's no more.
Was there no hope? But suddenly, something happened.
The Tasmanian devil
Something
came into town.
quite incredible. Look, there in the distance, a cloud of dust. Could it be that a miracle was about to take
A
place?
dirt
That
devil.
a Prince
Clearly
Charming
it is a
on noble
miracle.
horse would come to save Snow White? But was this really Prince Charming?
No, it clearly is not.
Yes, it was.
No, you're clearly wrong.
When he
And
saw Snow White,
There's no
he gave her
enthusiasm
a
with this.
soft, loving
Whoa,
kiss. And
gratuitous sex.
The result was
Unnecessary.
unbelievably beautiful and simply magical in every way.
She impaled him with her fist.
And you know what happened next.
They had an orgy
Yes,
with the 7 clever
clever
boys.
and
Clearly,
Snow
that's
White
what I would do.
and Prince Charming all
Or it
lived
turns into a
happily
snuff
ever
film, I
after,
don't know.
And even after that, and all of them worked together to keep the forest cleaner and greener.
Night
than ever
fever,
before.
night fever.
Wasn't that nice?
We know how to do it.
That is the end of the story about Snow White and the 7 clever boys.
There may have been more details to the story, but due to FBI motives to the entire story, we have to cut them out for confidential reasons. What the flying fuck did I just see? What the flying fuck did I just see? I complained a long time ago, back when I could still watch pony cartoons, that there was no plot that was even conceivable to have a conflict and a resolution in 4 minutes. And this rivals that in a lot of respects. I can't really wrap my head around what the fuck I just saw. I really can't. So let's just try to formulate what happens from the beginning and try to figure out what the fuck. So we start off with 7 boys walking in an exact same manner, like maniacs, through a forest. Each one of them highlighted about something dopey about them. Oh, I can't say dopey because that would insinuate Disney, and God forbid we actually do that. Because, Disney really wouldn't want their name besmirched by something like this. That's clearly why they called it Snow White and the 7 Clever Boys. So you've got these 7 twerps, I'll call them that, and one who clearly doesn't have a job at all, Joseph Jr., because his job is just being Junior. Transition that to a chimney that has no point whatsoever at all. Like, put up a freeze frame of that thing. What relevance does this thing have? Is it like filler? Like, was the cartoon sitting at like 5 minutes and 55 seconds, and they said, you know what? We don't want to cheat the children out of anything less than a 6-minute cartoon. We have to give them 5 extra seconds. Let's give them a goddamn chimney. It'll be fucking perfect. Boom. Done. Brilliant idea. Then you go straight to Snow White, who we have no clue about, no introduction whatsoever. It's just, boom, here's this chick. And she sings, honestly, if you listen to it, the opening lyrics to her song were, "This is my song, I'm going to sing it now." Play it back.
This is my song, I'll sing it now.
I'm not shitting you. This is the best lyric I've ever heard in my life. Wow. So that's a thing that happens. She sings, she goes through an outfit change, they have a disco party, and then it's like, huh, now she lives with him. Alright, cool, whatever. Because, if I'm 7 boys who just happen to live in the woods taking care of it, and this lady just shows up, and she can sing pretty, I let it go. Fuck it. So of course she's with them. No real relevance or bearing on the story. The boys do some things in the woods, including walk on water like Jesus, because that's a thing that can happen apparently if you're a clever boy. So I'm clearly not clever because I've yet to learn how to walk on water. And then you have the one thing that actually really happened in the story. It's a fucked up interpretation of what happens, but it happens. The old hag, I love how they verse that about the queen, gives her the apple, but then the apple turns to blood. Fuck, man. Shit. That's not gonna scar a child, or maybe it was just ketchup. I really look into things pretty hard at times, so that could have been a possibility. Silly me. I don't want Heinz after my ass either. So they're all sitting around moping that, oh, woe is us. What the hell? This complete stranger who showed up, sang a song we had a disco party with, is done. And then King Dorcas, for all I care, not Prince Charming, King Dorcas shows up, sucks face, and then he's no longer seen ever. Like, in the next scene, he's not there. It's just them dancing around the campfire like they just won. It's like the ending to flippin' The Return of the Jedi. They're all in the woods, happy and blah, 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 blah. The only thing I'm missing is Anakin Skywalker showing up. That would have been cool. Hell, I'd actually been more interested in watching this shit if that had happened. But it didn't. Everything in this makes no sense. None. None whatsoever. Between every nonsensical point. Each of the 7 clever boys, especially the one who's the token racist character, because why not? The fact that this song that Snow White sings is about jealousy, and that's the whole thing. She might as well just sang milkshake is better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I'd have taken that any day, rather than, this is my song, I will sing it now. Good God almighty. I hope you enjoyed this shit. I kinda did. Because it's that kind of what the fuckery that it's clearly made to just trick people. Like, if you slap up a picture of the cover, this is what they were selling, but this is what you get. Sure, it looks like Disney, but it ain't. It's worse. Actually, I would have liked to see those characters on the cover animated into this, because then I had a real ripe laugh, because that's too fucking creepy. Holy shit. So that's all I have for this edition of Philly Film Riffs. It's been an awesome year. Getting back into the swing of things after all the shenanigans have happened. I hope you enjoyed this. I will be coming back again with some more riffs in January sometime when I come back from the holiday. And I hope you enjoy yours. So until next time, kids, toodles. Wasn't that a splendid pile of shit? Did you know I have more content that you wish you could unsee on my wonderful Facebook page, Horse Moment Media? Or hell, you can even check out the stuff going on my Patreon, Horse Moment Media, as well. If you go there, you can check out the rewards and the possibility of seeing things early or actually getting cool benefits for being a patron of mine. Really good stuff there, and I really implore that you get on it. Check it out. Make it worth your while. Make it worth my while. Do something for a while. I like to dress in style because I'm Rainbow Dash, I think. I guess that rhymes. Rhyme scheme's not my best thing. Bye.
This is my song, I'll sing it now.